Hey, I'm so excited for you to try Plexus. I am Megan Goff, Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, the health and happiness company, and today I'm going to share with you how I coach people to start their Plexus supplements. So I thought I would start off with a story, and I will say, first of all, Plexus has been one of the biggest health blessings in my life. But I worked with a naturopath before I started Plexus, and she really gave me a perspective on supplementation that I thought that you would appreciate. And that was, she told me, she said, Megan, unless you stay on a quality multivitamin, high amounts of probiotics, and a good quality omega, she said, your symptoms are going to end up returning. And that was my perspective with starting Plexus. That's my perspective with supplementation and why it's important. I was dealing with autoimmunity, a lot of toxicity. And one thing that my health journey has taught me is that when one thing is off in your body, it can cause a snowball effect of health issues. And so I really believe in replenishing what is lost. Our environment is full of toxins. Our food supply isn't as healthy as we want it to be. A lot of times we eat too much sugar. And so replenishing and nourishment is so important. And healing root issues is the name of the game. Core health is so important, and that's really what Plexus addresses: is gut health, nutrient absorption, reducing inflammation, and glucose stabilization. Blood sugar balance is so important. It has a lot of far-reaching effects, especially in hormone balance. So you can go research that. It's so exciting, so fun. I did want to share really quick a couple of encouragements. So one of the things I always want to tell people is that Plexus is not a quick fix. Remember, it takes 90 days for your cells to replenish and to rejuvenate and regenerate. And so I encourage people to stay super, super consistent for a good 90 days. But if you can give it 6 months, that'll give your body time to rebalance, to reboot. And remember, when you're dealing with health issues or just annoying symptoms, like it took a while for you to, accumulate those health issues. And so it's going to take time for those things to balance as your body nourishes itself and all those things as you absorb these good things. So work with your sponsor, give yourself time, listen to your body, ask a lot of questions, and stay consistent. That's the one thing I would really recommend, is stay religiously consistent with your supplementation so that you can get the most out of it. And remember, healthy food choices, exercise, all of those things are so important, and they will help you have better success as you start your supplementation regimen. So a couple of things I wanted to go over. You probably started with the Triplex Combo. That's the most popular combination that I recommend to everyone. And that's what I started with. And so I'm going to go over the Triplex first, and then we'll talk about a couple of other products. And so my recommendation is definitely to start slow. You want to ease in. Anytime you add in a lot of probiotics, enzymes, herbs, you want to give your body time to adjust to those. So starting slow is the name of the game. You probably started either with the Microbiome Slim or the Hunger Control Slim that came in your welcome pack. And the Microbiome Slim really deals with gut health, and it has a lot of prebiotics. Both of these have chromium that helps to regulate blood sugar. And the Hunger Control Slim helps you feel full, helps to really curb those cravings. And so one thing that we've noticed is some people need to ease in slower than a full pack. So if you're one of those people that has a lot of health issues, or you just are super sensitive, consider starting with a fourth or a half a packet. If you don't tend to notice, issues with starting new things, go ahead and do the full packet. Make sure you drink it down within 30 minutes. You can mix it with 10 to 20 ounces of water. If you need to add lemon, go ahead and do that. I like mine poured over ice. And remember, even if you're not diabetic, you will see wonderful things happen. A lot of people notice an uptake in their energy, better sleep, and reduced cravings. That's always a win. So it's recommended to take Slim 30 minutes before a meal, but this is not medication. So they're supplements. You can take them whenever it fits your lifestyle. If you work a night shift, maybe take them before your night shift time, or you can take it midday. I take mine usually mid-morning, mid-afternoon. You can take 2. Sometimes I take 2 if I need an extra boost of energy. If I'm getting munchy in the afternoon, I'll do the Hunger Control Slim. People that are truly diabetic, they have a lot of weight to lose, or they're really struggling with cravings. Those are the people that I recommend doing 2, but still you want to ease in slowly before you up to 2, okay? So the next 2 things we'll talk about are the other parts of the Triplex Combo, which is our BioCleanse and our ProBio 5. And BioCleanse, I call it the scrub, the sweeper, and the ProBio 5 is the scrubber. And these 2 things work together to help you detox your GI tract. And when I say detox, I'm not meaning some sort of harsh cleanse. This is very gentle. But what happens is a lot of times we're not feeding our gut with what we need, and so there's an overgrowth of bad bacteria. And so ProBio 5 helps to seed the gut with good bacteria. There's 4 beneficial strains of bacteria plus a beneficial yeast, and there's an antifungal. So that's super cool. There's also some enzymes in here which help to get rid of the bad stuff. So you don't want to just add in good, but you want to be getting rid of the bad stuff. So this is the scrubber. It also helps to seed the gut with good things. This is the sweeper that helps to sweep out anything that we don't want in there. And really you should be eliminating 1 to 3 times a day. And so that just helps that process along. So these 2 are together. You want to be consistent with taking them, but I would recommend only starting with 1 to 2 of both. And if you struggle with constipation, start with BioCleanse first. If not, you can go ahead and do the ProBio 5. I will say, a lot of us are magnesium deficient, and so BioCleanse is a huge helper in light of, things related to magnesium deficiency. And it has one of the things that it's helped me with is my restless legs, especially during pregnancy. It's been a godsend. So I would say that there's also something called Candida overgrowth, and what that is yeast overgrowth in the gut. And 30 to 40% of the population has that, even though they might not know it. And so what that does is a lot of times causes us to crave stuff we shouldn't be eating. It also develops a film on the inside of our intestines, so where we're not absorbing nutrients from our food like we should. And so these 2 things work together to help rid the GI tract of unnecessary things. And really, your gut health is so important. It's the root of so much, and it's also our second brain. It's if you haven't researched the gut-brain connection and how imperative good gut health is, go research it. You'll be astounded by what all relates back to gut health. And so the Triplex Combo is helping to regulate your blood sugar. It's helping to rebalance your microbiome in your gut, and so that your tummy is happy and you're happy. So one thing that I will say really quick is I've been on the Triplex 3 years strong, and it has been a huge blessing to my health. I feel 100% as a mom, as a wife. And so I personally, I take my Slim either mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and I take these 2 at bedtime. You can take them in between meals if you want, or with a meal for ProBio 5. But for me personally, it just works the best for me at bedtime. I make sure I get it in my body and am consistent with that. I did work up to 4 of each for the first 6 months of my Triplex. I had a lot of gut issues that I had to deal with, and I had to go slow. I experienced a lot of detox, probably more than most people, but I stayed consistent, and I'm so glad I did not quit in the middle of my journey, because my miracles happened a good 6 months into my Triplex system. So I would encourage you to stick with it, stay consistent. I do now do a maintenance dose of 2 to 3, depending on what I need, what my body needs. I will say that XFactor is one of the things I added in super quickly after I started my Triplex. And this is what I recommend people starting with their Triplex, because a lot of times we're not getting the nutrients from our foods that we need, or we're deficient. Maybe our gut isn't absorbing things like they should. So getting our gut clean is important, but then adding in nutrients. And this is a multivitamin, multi-mineral. It has an aloe blend that helps you absorb. It also has polyphenols, which helps to feed the good gut bacteria, and it's also a hormone balancer. There's also the black currant and such good stuff in here. So I highly recommend using this. You can do this twice a day. Well, 2 a day, I should say. You can split it up if you need to. I personally take this and the Mega X, the plant-based omegas, with my Slim in the morning. And then I will do my ProBio and BioCleanse at bedtime. So I will do also the new skincare I love this. My mom and I have been super impressed with what it's done for our skin, with just smoothing out the wrinkles and the signs of aging. And what I love about Plexus supplements is they're combination products and they're very simple. I'm not having to do 6 steps or anything like that. There's just an AM serum and a PM serum, 3 pumps each. Fabulous. So I did want to mention that. Also, the new product called Lean is now here. And so it's a plant-based, 100% vegetarian meal replacement shake. My kids love it. And we have been using that for quick lunch or quick breakfasts, mixed with almond milk in the blender. So a win there. My children love the XFactor vitamins. It is a probiotic and a multivitamin combo. So that's super cool. There's no sugar. So we're excited about that. And I will say the one thing I have been super consistent with my kids on is Probio 5. Some of them take reduced doses of the Triplex. We've seen some really good positives with them with eczema and allergies and behavior issues. But Probio 5 has literally kept my 6 kids healthy the past 3 years. I can count literally on probably one hand the amount of times we've been sick. It's been that helpful to get their gut healthy. I will also highlight 2 other products really quick, and that's Vital Biome. This is a morning probiotic that they call it my chill pill, but it helps with feelings of anxiety and depression and just overall stress. So really helping to seed your gut with good, healthy microbes. And then Ease and Ease Nerve are super helpful for anyone struggling with pain, inflammation. I know it's a big issue. And so a lot of times I'll have people do loading doses of this. So 2 to 3 capsules 3 times a day. And then they can back off to more of a maintenance dose after they get on top of their pain. So my encouragement is, as you start your Plexus supplements, get excited. I am super excited for you. There is so much hope. There's so much healing and body balance that happens as you start supplementing your diet. And I would encourage you to ease in, drink your water, ask a lot of questions, and work with your sponsor. I am super excited for you to start your journey. Bye, guys.